Hey guys, what's up?
What's up, y'all?
Yes, welcome to the Black Coffee and Tea Podcast, y'all. We have a very special guest here in LA with me today.
Thank you.
Mr. Kendall Neal, the comedian.
Thank you.
And actor.
Thank y'all for having me. Finally, you've been doing this forever, and how long y'all been having the podcast now?
Man, I don't know.
It's been a year? It's been over a year.
But it's been like such a hobby. I don't really tell many people about it. It's just like...
I see you all the time.
I know.
It's crazy, but I'm glad to
We keep saying, the thing about it is we keep saying we're going to like post it on our personal page, even though we both have posted it on our personal pages to some degree, whether we're reposting a meme or something. We haven't officially done like just, this is us, this is our podcast, go follow us. Why we haven't done that, I feel as though it's the same reason, is because as I'm learning, when you start to do your own things, you get way more love from people who don't know you. Mm-hmm. Not saying that those who know you won't support you, but I'm just saying, like, I have family members, I have girlfriends that I've actually told about the podcast, and only literally 2 maybe, like, will be regular listeners or follow us. So whereas all these other people that don't know us are like, you know what I mean? So
yeah, people ain't gonna care until you blow up. That's how that go.
Yeah. So Kendall is from my hometown, Maryland. We have known each other back in the day. And yeah, now he's in LA doing his thing. He was actually here way before I was, and he's been acting. And yeah, why don't you tell the people a little bit about what you got going on?
Oh man. Tuesday. Well, I'm not supposed to talk about it, but I guess by the time this comes out.
Yeah, our listeners, they keep their mouth shut.
Right. I got a Mountain Dew.
Some of them. But continue.
I got them kind of listeners that spread the word.
Yeah. We drop tea.
Okay.
Go ahead.
I hope I get some tea today from y'all. I got this Mountain Dew commercial I did over in Hungary in September, and it comes out this week. I'm shooting a commercial for the General this Friday.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. And he is a stand-up comedian. He's been out here like in these clubs in LA. Not easy to do. Out here doing stand-up. I just went to go see him at Chocolate Sundays, like the famous Chocolate Sundays at the Improv. That's the Hollywood Improv.
No, Laugh Factory.
Oh, Laugh Factory. Yeah. Still famous. They're both famous. Dave Chappelle was there, and like every comedian ever, has done that little venue. So it was huge.
Yes.
Oh, that's awesome.
Finally, you came out to see me. Why is there so many finalies? I see you all the time. I'm just getting on your show.
I did not know you guys knew each other from back in the day. I'm thinking you just met him.
Yeah.
Not yesterday, but.
Actually, one of my funniest moments, I was with her back home. That was,
yeah. We're from a small town, Germantown. So we went to rival high schools, but it's like you are from the same town and you're Black, and it's a small town. Everyone's going to know somebody, each other to a certain extent. So,
right.
Yeah, I have a lot of Maryland friends here in LA, but it's like we didn't come here together. We just so happened to like link up.
Be here at the same time.
After,
Wow.
So.
That's dope. Yeah. So Kendall, I guess with comedy, when did you realize like you were funny? Like when have you just, you know what I'm saying? Like when did you realize like, oh, I can make, I can probably make this a hobby, or I actually am funny? Because I know there's a lot of people who probably think they're funny, but then turning it from just making the family laugh or being the funny guy to stand up to movies, like.
Yeah, man. It started off back home in Maryland. A lot of times it would be like me and my friends will be at a party or something like that, and like a big fight will happen. And then the next day, my friends that couldn't make it to the party, I would tell them the story about the fight that happened. And it'd be like, yo, he hit him so hard. You ever seen somebody get hit so hard? And then and at the end of the story, people would be like, yo, you need to do stand-up, man. You need to do stand-up. And I was like, we'll see. I'll try it one day. And then finally, I did an open mic in DC at this hotel. And I like, if I look back at the tape now, I suck compared to now. But when I first got my first laugh on stage at the open mic, it was like, oh man, like this is crazy. Like,
that's crazy.
Yeah. So that was it when I did my first open mic in DC.
Yeah, he's always been such a good storyteller. Like, I do remember, like, back in the day, like, them be like, oh, we gotta smoke quick, because he's gonna make you crack up, like, the whole time.
Yeah.
That's so awesome. I love people who can make me laugh. Like, all of my girlfriends or exes or husband, like, you have to be funny. You have to make me laugh.
Like, I feel like that's the thing with friendship.
Yeah.
Like, do you have any friends that aren't funny?
All your friends are funny to a certain extent. Like,
all of them are funny in their own ways, and some of them don't realize they're funny until, like, some people just wouldn't say that they're funny, but they're hilarious to me. I would say I have, like, one friend who is a true, like, introvert. Like, she's very technical. She's an analyst. She goes into her shell. But through her experiences that she has shared with me, because I've lived kind of, like, I would say, a wild life. And after getting to know the girl, she's had a wild life too. And it's kind of like, ooh, like, you have lived. And through that, I feel like she's funny. She has her way of being funny. But generally speaking, I thrive off people who make me laugh. So, it's almost like a healing.
Show. You go to shows out in Tennessee at all?
So we have Zany's nightclub, which is, it's a nightclub here, comedy. So a lot of people go there to do Zany's. You've heard of it?
Like popular?
All the comedians that go on the road, if you're in Tennessee, then usually you'll hit Zany's.
You're going to go to Zany's. Yeah. So I saw Kevin Hart there. I've seen, what is her name? Lavelle. Yeah, I've seen her there. Kev on stage was there. Like, Gary, what's his name? Gary Owen.
Yeah.
He's super funny. I've seen him there. So I've seen a few people there. But like, my favorite comedy special is Eddie Murphy Raw. Like, between
that's
that
my favorite comedy special.
No, really?
I swear, man. As a comedian, so many people ask me, what's your favorite hour special?
Yeah.
And I'll always say Eddie Murphy. That's if you like Google, I did an interview like a long time ago, and that's actually on there right now.
Yeah. I love that's hands down my favorite, and then my second favorite would be Kings of Comedy, which is my favorite. I love Bernie Mac.
Yeah,
rest in peace to Bernie Mac. I love Cedric the Entertainer. So those would be my favorite. I think it was I guess, and this is not to sound too interviewy, but I'm just curious to know, and I've heard a lot of comedians talk about this as far as, like, the way in which comedy is going. So, like, do you feel like it's getting too serious? Like, comedians can't really be truly unfiltered because of the backlash and the social media and how everything is so, like, everyone takes everything so personal. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I think some comedians can't say what they want to say, and some can, depending on your, celebrity or your, like, Dave Chappelle is probably, him and Bill Burr are probably the only people who really, really say whatever they want because they're not,
like, no filter.
Right. They're not, there's no TV show. There's no movie. They're not signed to, like, Fox for a series or nothing like that. They can't get dropped by anybody.
Right.
So you can really do what you want. Dave Chappelle get $40 million from Netflix for an hour. You can say what you want. You already got the 40 mil. You know what I'm saying? You can't lose an endorsement or nothing like that. So
whereas Kevin Hart, it's like, because he's tied to movies and he's tied, it's not just stand up.
I said this time and time again, Kevin Hart is just not the same. Like, I used to love Kevin Hart. I did. But
he put me on.
He got too mainstream. Like, he's just too
commercial.
Yeah, way too commercial. He gotta bring it back. Like, he gotta just go back to his roots a little bit.
I
keep it real.
After this car accident, he may be keeping it real, because
they said he just got back on set. He did like a couple hours on the Jumanji set, I think.
Oh, they're doing another Jumanji?
I think, it was Jumanji. They're just starting
to they were. Yeah.
Wow.
He just came back and did like 2 hours. He can do like a certain amount of hours at a time. But I think, to me personally, I think Kevin Hart is funnier in interviews than he is on stage.
Yeah, he just is naturally funny.
Mm-hmm.
The scripted, he's going towards the, the masses, like more
commercial,
younger kid, white kid, family funny.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
family.
Yeah.
Soul Plane was like.
That was like the raw.
Soul Plane was raw as hell, and he was funny.
Yeah, he was super funny.
He was not funny in that to me though.
What?
Nah, Kev was funny in Soul Plane.
That's when I first really started liking him. Soul Plane.
Nah, you gotta see Paper Soldiers. I think I tried to show you that one time. And
y'all
it's wasn't
really old.
attention.
It was a bad quality.
Yeah.
Have you seen a movie called Paper Soldiers?
Mm-hmm.
It's so.
It's one of Kevin's earlier films.
It's
I guess
one of the funniest films I've ever seen in my life. Like,
it's called Paper and Soldier.
Paper Soldiers. It's a Rockefeller. I think Jay-Z and Dame Dash and all of them like produced it back in the day. Jay-Z has like a cameo in it, so does Dame Dash. It's funny. It's on Stars right now or Amazon Prime.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Huh, Stars, Power. Sorry, I had to say that.
Yes, let's talk about that.
Just finish that.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts? Because
I know Kendall, you don't watch Power.
I don't watch Power. I haven't seen.
You don't watch Power?
I haven't seen.
He's a black person who doesn't watch Power.
Episode.
It's ridiculous. But
I just recently got Stars.
I envy him because now he can like binge watch it and be like a freaking long movie. I'm like, because I want to go back now and watch the whole thing.
And I told Ashley. So my best friend Ashley, she is actually doing that now. Not because she hadn't seen it, but she's just going back.
Yeah.
And I think that's what I want to do.
It's going to give us something to do during this break because the next episode of Power, y'all, there's going to be like a 3-month hiatus and they're not going to come back till like 2020.
It's January 2020.
So it's not done?
No, they call it a mid-season finale. So the next episode is the mid-season finale. They're going to take like a 3-month break. And they said the remainder 6 episodes will be in 2020. All right, welcome back from our little break, okay? So we were just getting into Power. So did you watch the last episode?
I did. So good.
Shocking.
It was by far one of the best episodes this season, in my opinion.
Okay, we're not going to ruin it.
Right.
I don't want to ruin it.
You kind of have to.
We got to talk about it, though.
I mean, y'all have so many seasons in front of me, so I'm not going to know.
You're not going to know.
No, you're not going to know.
Okay. What I am going to say. Okay. What I am going to say is I was very, 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 very shocked about how that all went down with Keisha.
Yep, me too.
I knew Keisha was going to get her ass up out of here. I was tired of her. I was ready for her to go.
Me
okay,
too.
But I didn't know she would go out like that.
Me either.
And surprisingly, I feel really bad for Tommy. Like, I didn't think I was going to feel as bad for Tommy as I did during that scene. He is an amazing actor because I was about to cry.
Is Tommy the one that looks like Gary Owens?
White boy?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
I
feel as though it had to happen. Tasha. Lala, Lakeisha was a liability. You know, we saw that through, she's not this cold-hearted thug that grew up in a dark space where she could like just ride or die it out. Like, we know her son is her weakness. She's going to do anything and everything for her son, as Tasha in Ghost or whoever. But yeah, she had to go. And I feel as though it was better for her to go by way of Tasha than Tommy, because Tommy still would have killed her.
But Tommy wasn't going to kill her because, well, Tommy didn't know about the papers, though.
No, that's what I'm saying. Tommy was going to kill her once he found out about the papers, period.
My thing is, Keisha, why are you so fucking stupid? Like, you really thought they could just take your kid like that with no court case, with no nothing? Like, you didn't have nothing on you. All she had to do was say, I want a lawyer. I'm going to my lawyer. Call their bluff. That's all she had to do. But her dumb ass.
And then she found out Tommy bought that house, paid cash for it. So it was kind of like, you know what I mean? Because the detective was like, how are you going to pay for the house? Like, if he goes away, how are you going to pay for it? So that was a setup. Because, you know, after she found out that the house was paid for, she wanted to call the detective and was like, oh, my God, I want to take back what I said.
Yeah.
And you can't do that.
Yeah.
So it just shows.
Great episode, though.
It's a great episode. And it just continues
storytelling.
to show that how green Lakeisha is. And, you know.
She's so damn naive.
And I'm glad that Lala is no longer on the show. I'm sure you're aware of Lala.
You do know Lala, right?
Yeah,
you know who
I
she
just
is.
saw somebody starting to
Now you do
me.
watch The Chi.
I do.
Now we talked about The Chi before,
mm-hmm.
and you know how The Chi had their changes and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Now Lala will be joining the cast of The Chi next season. Did you hear about that?
No.
Yes. So she is going to be
Candy.
a reoccurring main character on The Chi.
Lala.
And, yeah, that's
Anthony.
Lala Anthony, who just died off of Power last night, and everybody kept saying that too. They was like, "Well, we know she's gonna die off because she has next season on The Chi." So
wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah, she's gonna be.
And her acting skills have been questionable.
I saw they started a GoFundMe for acting classes for her. I actually just saw that on Instagram.
They started a what?
A GoFundMe for Lala's acting classes.
It's sad. I mean, because I feel like there's other actresses that really deserve the opportunity, and she's already got a name for herself. I get that, some rappers now want to become actors and vice versa. But everybody's not meant to do everything. You know what I mean? Like, if you're good at something, be great at it. And I'm not trying to limit you into one box, but acting is not her zhuzh. It's just not.
But how do you feel about that, though? Because you're an actor, right? Mm-hmm. And don't you just feel like sometimes it's just not about talent? It's just about who you know. It's about who can get you that gig. Like,
exactly.
It depends. It depends, because a lot of times who you are can get you in the audition.
Okay.
But as far as actually getting that role, it's not even just, 50 Cent or whoever is in charge of casting Power. That has to go through stars. That has to go through whoever is at the top to even really make that decision. So I'm sure Lala got in the audition because of who she was, but
her acting is questionable.
Yeah, I mean,
it's just she doesn't have any depth to her acting. It's just one note. Like, if she's mad, it's just all screaming. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's no levels to like her being a real person.
Mm-hmm. Would you say her acting? Okay, would you say her acting is really that bad, or do you think it's harder to see her as whoever she's supposed to be on the show because Lala,
her role is really easy.
But I don't know Lala's like personality though. Like, even though I've seen Lala growing up, I don't know what her personality is like. And I don't know. I felt like even when she played in, what was that movie back in the day? Deliver Us from Eva, and she was like the DJ or something.
Was it Deliver Us from Eva?
Oh wow, you took it back.
It was no. It was two could play that game. And she was
she had that real small part, Whitney.
Whatever small part she had back in the day, I believe those more so than this part.
Because I feel like that was also true to who she was. She is very much in the music lane. We know her from TRL back in the day. Now, what I will say is that, to Whitney's point, yes, it's very, like, there's no depth. It is just like one straight, like, she has no fluctuation. But I do know that her and 50 Cent are best friends. They've been best friends for years.
There was a rumor about them. Kendall just sent me this.
Yeah, I did see that.
So this is part of what's the tea. So there was a rumor that apparently, you know how Carmelo has been cheating on Lala for all these damn years, right? Apparently, we all know that. This is facts.
Facts. Okay. Where's the baby? But go ahead.
Thank you. But apparently, she had an affair with 50 Cent. And 50, what was that? What was the caption? It was just like 50 was going to tell Carmelo or told Carmelo or something.
Carmelo was going to expose her.
Oh, yeah. Carmelo was going to expose her.
Because she had, slept with 50 to get on Power or something like that. Now, just before we even get this started, because I plan on making it one day, I don't know anything about this. I just thought it would be cool to send her for her show.
Yeah. We are the gossip media. He's just the guest. He was just sending me a meme, and the meme said what it said.
That Carmelo was supposed to be exposing it, but I don't know if that's true or not. So
there's allegations. Yes.
Yeah, man, but no, that's crazy though, man. That
she's gonna be on the Chi, yeah.
Yeah,
it's already gonna be fucked up because Jason Chi, what's his name? Jason Mitchell's not on there no damn more. And my favorite character, Reggie's not on there no more. Like, I'm very upset.
We don't know that.
Yeah,
We don't know that.
We do.
How?
He made an announcement.
Oh, did he?
He made an announcement on his, we talked about this a few podcasts back. So he made an announcement, and apparently his homeboy came out and said that the reason why Reggie won't be on this next season is because they wrote in a storyline with him being with a transgender woman. And he felt like that wasn't realistic, and he wasn't down for it.
Oh, shit.
So he went to his social media all upset and was like, I will not be filming season 3 of anything for any network. And he put this on like his Twitter. And that's when his homeboy came out and said what he said about the transgender thing.
Let me ask you this.
How do you feel about that?
Is there any role you would not take as an actor?
Man.
Would you do that?
As of right now, or do you mean down the line sometime?
In general, because actors, the really good ones, they really do take, I'm not going to say any and everything, but they're very, they can take pretty much a range full of different things. But is there just any, and not even gay role or transgender, but is there any role that you would not take?
Oh, man. Here's the thing. Putting on a dress and all of that stuff, I don't mind that. I don't care about that. That's never been a big deal to me.
Okay.
Gay, I could play gay.
Okay.
I don't mind. I could play gay. I wouldn't mind saying I was gay. I wouldn't mind, talking like I was gay or walking like I was gay or anything like that. But actually kissing somebody or being in bed and actually, I don't think I could do that. Not as of right now, at least, just because it wouldn't. I'll be in my head too much.
What about the transgender role? So if you were like Reggie, and they asked you to do the transgender, which would be a man, but who's transitioning to a woman, would you be okay with that?
As long as I didn't have to kiss or actually be in bed, I wouldn't mind. That's what I'm saying. I wouldn't mind saying it or, all right, I'll see you later on. Okay, I'll see you later on. Like that's cool, but I couldn't kiss. I couldn't get into it like that though, it wouldn't feel, I don't know, couldn't embody that. What do y'all think? What do y'all think? Do you think,
if I were an actress, I can't say that there wouldn't be a role that I wouldn't play. I just because the whole gay thing doesn't bother me, being in bed or doing stuff like that. But I can see a male feeling some type of way about having to be intimate with another man, especially if they're an alpha male and it's just very, do you know what I mean? Because like you said, to your point, it's not even that you would never consider something like that because you've never been in that position, but it's the fact that you would be in your head too much. And so that just shows I probably wouldn't be able to bring this character to.
Yeah, for sure. And that's exactly what it is. Like, you got to think right now. Thank you. You got to think right now. It's even hard for me. It's not hard, but to get intimate with a female on camera, that I don't know, that I met, through casting or whatever. That's even, you have to get comfortable with that and be able to really feel like this is your girl. Or
do you feel like it'll be a problem since you are in a relationship right now? Do you think your girlfriend would have a problem if you had to have like a sex scene or do something like that?
We talked about it for years. I know it's coming. She actually wrote me. Yeah. You were there. She actually wrote me in to be kissing somebody already.
It was so awkward.
Yeah, it was very. It was awkward as hell. Very awkward. But we talked about it. She'll probably be weird about it, but it's coming. We'll be all right. We'll be all right.
Okay.
But as far as even a female, I have to, you have to get comfortable with that for it to be a man. That's like, I've never kissed a man. I've never done anything like that. At least with a female, it's like, okay, I've been here before. Right. With a man, it's just like, you got a beard just like me. Like it's different, man.
So do you believe that, actors who have played gay roles, do you believe that they are in some way, shape, or form gay? Or do you believe they can separate the role from them?
No, I believe certain people are just that good.
Okay.
I believe certain people are really that good. Like, with acting, man. I've done stuff even just in my acting classes and like literally thought of something and cried my eyes out, literally doing that. Yeah. So for somebody to really tap in with that character and be in love with a person, whether it's a male or a female for, the time being, some people are that good, Some people are gay though, which will make it easier. But yeah, some people are that good, man.
Wow.
I don't know. Do you intentionally try to be controversial online to kind of get like popular or get hits or get engagement?
Nah, that's really how I feel.
Okay. Okay. Well, there was this specific post that Kendall posted recently, and it had a lot of engagement, a lot of opinions, and it was something about men who have multiple kids.
Oh, yeah.
So you posted that baby moms who have the 6th, 7th, or 8th baby from a dude, okay, basically shouldn't get child support because they need to stop looking for a come up.
Right. You want me to elaborate that?
Ooh, elaborate on that.
I don't know what context that was in. I just know it was like war in your comments.
Yeah.
I was like, oh shit.
Okay. Let me. Okay. This is what it was.
Okay.
Because I got this from Future's baby mom online complaining about, was it money? I think.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, yes. So there was the most recent baby mom has been online. Oh shit. Been online trying to get attention to try to get Future to pay child support or something like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I think she's baby mom number 8.
8.
Okay. So this was my thing. This is what triggered that. I said, if you have a baby with a rich man and you are not baby mama 1 through 5, you are ineligible for child support. I think you should be ineligible for child support.
After the 5th one.
After the 5th one.
Now, why the number 5?
Yeah, why 5?
I think that 5 is just very, like if you were talking to a guy and you just met him and you're starting to like him, and then Whitney, and you like, yeah, he has kids, not by the same baby mom. And Whitney was like, how many different baby moms do he got? You would be pretty ashamed to say 5, right?
Yes.
Okay. That's why I said 5, because it's just like, all right now, like
it's getting
at this point,
ridiculous.
Right.
But I also would be ashamed to say at this point 3 different, not 3 kids, but 3 different baby mamas. Because if I'm someone who's single and let's say I don't have kids and I want to have kids, 3 different women, it's way
hard.
Too many for me. Really 2 at this day and age. 1. But yeah, so 5 is really excessive. But then again, it's all about perspective to me, because I also feel like if he has a ton of money.
Yeah, that's what I mean. But that was my point.
Don't you feel like the man should be liable in some way, shape, or form if he does decide to keep having kids after 5?
Money or no money?
No,
Exactly.
no.
So
this is the thing. This is why I said that, because this guy's obviously, and I think there need to be certain. There need to be certain stipulations, but this guy's a celebrity. And at this point, if you're letting this dude hit raw, and he has 7 baby mamas, you're letting him hit raw. And after you get pregnant, you don't say, hey, I need you to pay for an abortion. It's, hey, I know my kid 9 times out of 10 won't have his dad in his life because this dude is all over the place. I know 9 times out of 10, this guy doesn't want a baby from me and probably never wants to see me again unless it's between the hours of 2 a.m. and 5 a.m. And I'm just going to keep his baby anyway as a come up. I think that should be illegal. I think that you both
knowing that he didn't want to be a father, or knowing
that your kid won't 9 times out of 10 not have his dad in his life, and you don't care. You just want this guy's money.
Check.
Right. So I think that you both made an irresponsible decision to have sex. But one, which was this guy chose to do it just for the sex. You did it for the sex and for his money. And I think that should be illegal. You shouldn't be out here making kids just so you can get money off of it. That's prostitution, basically. You're having sex for money at that point. Now if he has no baby mamas or has 2 or 3, then it's like, hey, I maybe thought that I may be the one. But when you know you're gonna be number 8, like, come on, you knew you wasn't gonna be the one, dog. Like, you knew. So
what if number 8 was the one though?
Number 8's never the one. When has number 8 ever been the one?
Well, my friend, I'm not gonna say no names, but my friend did marry a guy who had like 7 baby moms. No, maybe I think he had 6 baby moms with 7 kids, and she got married to him. She was number 7.
Is she still married to him?
Now they did get divorced.
Okay.
But
there you go.
No shade. No shade. I'm just asking.
No shade at all. Okay. It was a beautiful wedding. Regardless,
of course it was.
I'm just saying he didn't marry the other 6, I don't think.
But did he have money?
I don't know.
I'm sure he had money. And because no guy without money is that's not okay. Especially not in 2019. So I think she should have been disqualified from child support. Is she getting child support now?
No comment. I don't know.
Wow.
I don't know. I actually don't know.
I think she should have been.
Here's the thing, and I follow you. Like, as a woman, I follow what you're saying. But the problem is that men like him, they start to act the way they act after baby number 2, 3, 4. There really is no. I have several girlfriends who, some of their child's fathers are in their lives, the child's life, and there's some that just aren't, and they just have the one. The problem is that I feel like in America, the responsibility always falls on the mother or on the woman to be the responsible.
To pay, if the father doesn't want to help, then she got.
Yeah, the father, at some point, I'm sure he, has courted this woman to some degree to where, hopefully you're not fucking raw on one night stands. But if you are, and that's your zhuzh, then continue. But the responsibility should not be on the woman to always make those type of decisions. If you don't want any more kids, after number 8, you know that you can just continue to have kids. So speaking to Future's point, you're out here, Papa's a Rolling Stone. So maybe, just maybe, you should be extremely careful who you just be out here raw dogging.
Right.
Because you do know that there are a lot of women out here that would love to just have you pay and be a cat. Right. So to me, in those situations, it really, if we're going to talk about responsibility, I would say that it falls more on the man because you have way more to lose than the one who's just coming in to just get a quick buck. You can put a stop to that and be like, nope, sorry. You know what? And I think they even have male birth control now. You know what I mean? So that way it's like
they also have female condoms now. Female
condoms, everything.
And just get if you don't want any kids, just get it.
Vasectomy.
But that's my point, though. That's my point. I think
there's always going to be people that are opportunists. You can't, we can't deny that. So
to eliminate that, they should be ineligible after number 5. That was everything you just said.
But you can't say that because what if?
No, because that's putting that on the woman.
Huh?
That's putting that on the opportunist.
No. That just means that we're both here for sex. Nobody can come up off of this. I'm a celebrity. You know I don't want you like this. So we're
you don't know that, but we don't know that. He could have been.
What if every single relationship is he's in love, direly in love? Some people get married 5 or 6 times. Sure do. Some people do.
You think so? You think that if you went to court, a judge who I'm sure is going to see the text messages that say, "Hey, I'm at this hotel. Meet me here," and you come in, wham bam. That would hold up in court because when have
There's
we
no
ever?
Proof. No. I'm saying as it relates to child support, they don't care if you said I fucking hate your guts. That baby isn't mine. I've taken 5 DNA tests and I know it shows 99% mine. They don't care what you text. If that's your baby and they proved it's your baby, nigga, pay up. And
No. I mean, if I can prove that this was just a one night stand.
Doesn't matter.
Yes, it does matter. It does matter because then it means you can have sex with me for a come up. I can just have sex with you and lose all my money. That's not fair. I think that we should both be here for sex.
Child support. Can we agree that child support is for the child to help take care of the child?
It's not.
It's supposed to be,
but it's not the child's fault.
But if we can agree that child support is set. Whether we agree on the amounts and how it's calculated, that's circumstantial. But if we can sit down and say, okay, child support is designed for those parents, or because it's women who pay child support too, those parents that for some reason they can't get along with the other parent, or they can't come to a mutual understanding to outside of court. So now we got to go to court to get child support to help take care of the kid. Do we agree that that's essentially what it's for?
That's what it's supposed to be for.
Okay.
But for the people that should be denied,
that's not your business.
Yes, it is. Because at the end of the day, I don't think it's fair that people say, well, because you're a man, that women out here may want your money. That it's irresponsible to sit there and have sex raw when that they can put you on child support.
But I think men do it all the time.
But it is irresponsible.
No, but that's what I'm saying. That should be illegal for you to have sex with me for my money. That's prostitution.
But that you can't prove somebody has sex with you for their money.
I'm famous. You don't know me. You just come to my hotel, and if I can
prove, I know you well enough for you to stick your dick in me raw. I could have AIDS. I could have herpes.
And so could I. So why is it that when I risk it all, I lose my money? When you risk it all, you come up. Like, that's not fair. I think that if I can go to court, this is how it should be. If I could go to court, right, and prove this girl wants to have sex with me just because I'm rich and famous. This is how I know. I've never met her before. I had a concert. She gave her number to my security guard. She came to my hotel afterwards. I smashed, and now she's pregnant. This is all that was. There's no. Yeah, but you have to have proof. No. Just so the judge knows that this was not just you having sex with a celebrity. You need to have proof that we've contacted each other, that I actually showed interest in you. Like, I don't think you should be able to just take my money like that just because we had sex. I think you should get out of the sex exactly what I get out of the sex. That's what I mean. Like, I don't think that. But
you're basing this amongst rich people, and to me, this would have to apply to everybody.
No. It was no. The post was about rich people. I said
that's what the post was.
The post was about. Yeah. So you won't even be able to file for wrongful pregnancy unless you make a certain amount. Like, I think that there should be a law, like, for wrongful, I don't know what to call it.
Guys, where's the difference between guys doing all the time? There are plenty of guys that date women before they have money. Then they get rich and they make a lot of money, and they date women that they know that they could never get had they not had that money. Yes?
That has nothing to do with being pregnant and taking my money from me.
But wait a minute. We're both speaking to point saying that you're getting something out the deal. You feel like she's getting something out the deal.
And I'm not.
Is also getting something out the deal because you are dating women that only want you for your money. There are some men that date women can only attract said quality women because they have money. And a lot of these men know that because they were not pulling these type of bitches prior to them having money.
Excellent point. But that's the truth, isn't it?
But that's totally different. Me dating you because you listen. Me dating you.
I didn't say date. I just said we want to have a good time. I could be fine as fuck, and you just want me on your arm candy and take me to an award show
for the night.
Exactly. And then I go home. We never speak to each other again. That's not dating.
Exactly. Okay. So that's fine. There's no crime in that. Neither of us are creating a child who probably won't have their.
I could be pregnant though. You could get me pregnant because you screwed me raw.
Yeah.
So you pulled me because I want your money.
And
so
that's the consequence.
You knew I wanted your money because you weren't pulling these type of bitches prior to you having money. So now that I end up pregnant, there's a problem because you feel like, she wants
because now there's another life involved. Yeah, because I can make that decision for me. You can make the decision to date me for you. But when you try to take it a step further and get another life involved, is like.
But you already got the life involved.
No, we didn't.
It's my fault that I got pregnant.
All you had to do was wrap it up. All you had to do was wear a condom.
I mean, all I had to do was wear a condom, but yeah, maybe there had to be contracts involved for this. Like,
and some people do sign contracts.
Even a contract really wouldn't hold up in court though for a baby.
Not for a baby, yeah.
Not for a baby. There's because
it's not the baby's fault. Somebody has to take care of the baby.
Somebody has to take care of the baby. And
the baby's gonna be born.
The court is designed, child support is designed to be of assistance for the child in the event parents come to situational things like this where they feel like, bitch, you were just a fuck.
Mm-hmm.
You knew I didn't want you. I can only sleep with you in the dark. And now you're having a baby. I don't want anything to do with you. This is why child support is designed anyway, because you can't pick and choose who you want to, which kid you want to take care of. At the end of the day, I stuck my dick in you with no condom. I'm just as much at fault. Obviously, I guess what I'm saying is, obviously, as a man who has the money, I'm not too fucked up about having all these goddamn kids because I'm still doing the same thing that I was doing the other 8 times.
Yeah, but
clearly you don't care that much.
But the thing is,
you can't care.
My thing is the intent in it that really gets to me. I hate the intent of women. Like, okay,
I agree, and I'll agree with you there. But there's intent. There's bad intentions amongst a lot of people in the world when it comes to dating or being with somebody. You can be with somebody for all types of reasons. There's a lot of people who get married for everything except love.
Mm-hmm. That's true. But marriage, that's the thing. When you're bringing a kid, though, when you decide, when you leave home, right? I don't give a damn if this dude is not going to be in my, I don't care if my kid grows up without a dad. I don't care. I'm sleeping with him tonight after the concert. I'll find a way to get backstage. I don't care if this kid doesn't have a dad in his life. I'm just going to do it because I know I can get some money out of it. I think that right there, there should be some kind of consequence to that. Like, because the guy's not
a consequence for fathers that are not in parents.
Yeah, but this is the thing. My intent wasn't to leave home and to have a baby with somebody.
But you slept with me raw. You see what I'm saying?
But your intent was to get pregnant.
But you don't know that. Your intent was to get me pregnant.
No, it wasn't. If it was,
you can't know that because it's like if you know science and you know that's a possibility.
Why would I be arguing?
You got 8 kids
Why would
already.
I be arguing in court if that was my intent?
Because you have 8 kids already and you continue to sleep with women you don't really know or don't give a fuck.
They penalize men more. I think they penalize men more after that point because now the judge is trying to prove a point. Like, well, you got all these kids out here, you about to damn sure take care of every single one of them because you don't learn. Clearly, you don't care. You're sticking your dick in anything.
Or women are targeting me, which shouldn't be right.
But how can you fall for it? All you have to do is
because I'm a man with hormones just like a woman. It's just that I'm the target here.
No.
It's almost just like
the only way you'll get out of that if it was a damn turkey baster situation. She took the damn condom.
That's different.
And that's the only way you will ever get out of that.
And even then, there's guys that make sure they don't believe in that whole like, bitch, oh my God, I swallowed the condom. They're like, let me see. Let me dig up there and see. Let me see you flush motherfucking down the toilet. Like if you out here being reckless, and we know you're reckless because you have 8 kids with 8 different baby mamas, and I can't really say you love, but probably maybe 2. So we know you're reckless. We know you're not responsible with your dick. Right? You know you're not responsible with your dick. So therefore, any decision you as the man makes with all of that baggage, that's on you.
That's true.
You can't keep falling for the okie doke and having an issue.
Doing the same thing over and over again and not learning.
Because I keep being targeted.
You're a celebrity.
And you're falling for it.
Yeah, but how am I ever supposed to meet somebody that I like if everybody's
that's part of being a celebrity? You have to
date the people that
don't need
you
would
money. Date before you had money.
That too.
Girl. Date the person.
Also, just use a condom.
This is so annoying talking about this with 2 girls.
Y'all
are so like.
Because I agree with you in some. Because I'm saying I agree with you when you say that the intention.
No, but y'all. Go ahead. No, go ahead.
With your intention about women or people talking to people just because they have money, just for a come up. I agree that that's fucked up, but that also is just part of the game.
Oh, part of the game. The game should be illegal.
You shouldn't be playing the game then.
No, you're playing the game.
No, it's like you have a choice though. You could be a freaking J. Cole or you can be a Drake. You know what I'm saying? Like Drake is fucking who he wants to fuck. He's not settling down. He's out here, whatever. He had a secret kid, whatever. J. Cole is dating the same person he dated before he was fucking famous. He's dating somebody who he knew before he was J. Cole.
But
and that way he trusts, but that was his choice. J. Cole made that sacrifice. He didn't want to have kids out here and dealing with groupies and this, that, and the third. Not to say he didn't mess with groupies. Of course, I'm sure he had his time. But at the end of the day, he's married to his college sweetheart, high school sweetheart, whatever it is. And he has secured his bank. He doesn't have to worry about that. That is a consequence. If you want to be out here living the celebrity life, champagne poppy, dicking bitches down, not pulling out, super head tails, that is on you. And anyone can tell your story. Like that's just the consequence.
So basically what you're saying is if you aren't somehow connected with your high school sweetheart like J. Cole and Kendrick Lamar and LeBron James.
Let me put it this way. This is what I think she's trying to say. In LA, I'm sure you both can relate to this, not even having to be a celebrity per se, but I've heard celebrities that say, or questioned in interviews, oh my God, how do you stay out of the spotlight? Like, how are you so big of a star and we don't hear your name in the spotlight like that? Well, that's because there are places in LA or wherever where they're known to be paparazzi. There's known to be the notoriety. There's known to be the crowd. And there's places that are super low key. And I stay out the way. I mind my business. I do what I do. I just don't go to those places all the time.
That's a choice. And it's the women. You don't have to date the women in the club. Maybe you
don't have to date your high school sweetheart per se, but dating is just that. It's dating. Right? So you're courting, you're taking all the right steps to really genuinely get to know somebody, and you're protecting yourself in every way possible that you can. Now, I do agree that still you can know somebody and date somebody for 2 years and not really still know them because people will show you what they want to show you. But I mean, at least you can say like, well, damn, I've been with this bitch for 2 years. At least she deserves to have my kid. But you just meeting bitches, knocking them down, raw dogging, and put that on the woman, that's your own fault.
Yeah.
That's a hot ass. How do y'all feel about this? Did y'all hear that Fetty Wap just married? So he has like 6 or 7 kids too, Fetty Wap, and he just married a woman who he has no kids with. So he didn't marry any of the 6 or 7 baby mamas, but he married a woman who he had no kids with. Like how, from a man's perspective, like how does that happen?
Man, I think that he wow. That's rare. That's very rare. But I think that he probably finally found someone that didn't let him smash on the first night. Somebody he was actually interested in.
We don't know that. We don't
no, this is just my guess.
How do guys feel though? Do you think that guys, like if a girl smashes on the first night, guys automatically just put them in a category? Like
yeah, for sure. For sure. Yeah.
Out here smash on first night, ladies.
I always thought that too. I mean, some girls don't care. I have a friend personally. She has like, I mean, I'm not naming no names, but she is totally okay with one night stands. Like she will do that frequently and doesn't even attempt to hit the guy up. Doesn't care. I can't do that.
Yeah,
I'm too crazy for that. But
whatever floats your boat, man. If you cool with it, then.
But do you think a woman, like, okay, so if a man and woman did have sex on the first date, could it still turn into something, or is it just ruined?
I can't speak for all men, but for me personally, yeah, it's a no for me.
We're not taking her home to see your mom.
Yeah, it's a no for me. Yeah.
Damn. So you think Fetty Wap probably just found something in this woman that he just didn't see in his 6 or 7 baby mom?
Yeah, or maybe he just took the time to actually listen to what this girl had to say and get to know her and what she's into. Everybody else, it could have just been, more about smashing. When you actually get to talk to people, man, even the hoes, like, people be interesting out here. You know what I'm saying? Like, so maybe she got a chance to get past the bedroom.
Yeah.
Or
I think it's about dating your level too, because I mean, from the looks of this girl, it looks like she has something going for herself. I mean, I don't know, but she just looks like she's a life besides just Fetty. And I think that's where a lot of them go wrong because they choose to mess with these girls who literally their job is to go to the club every night.
Right.
So it's like they have nothing else going on. They're looking for a come up. They have no career. They have no nothing. So that's all in who you choose to freaking date.
Yeah.
And have sex with.
Yep.
Agreed.
There's no way you can. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't see how people can have sex on the first night and still be like, yo, so you trying to come to Thanksgiving dinner with my family? Like, weird. That's weird.
It's too. Well, I think you have been taken for a long time, but this is 2019, and that's like dating now. I mean, people just hook up and like dating apps, and you know, you see someone hang out with them for a long time, and then you don't, and then you know,
yeah, I heard it's
not what it used to be
out there.
Yeah, man. I'm a stranger of these streets as of the last six years. Yeah.
Oh wow, good job.
That is amazing.
Yes.
Yeah, I've been a stranger for like almost 5 years.
Almost 5? Okay, I see you. 5? I mean, I feel like it's easier for girls.
No.
I don't know. Well, I'm a guy, so I'm always gonna feel like y'all got it easier.
No, it's not.
But if you ask my girl, she'll tell you guys got it easier. So
I do agree. I
mean, it's a man's world. That's just facts.
So you think we got to
men grow, and you guys grow like finer to me as you get older. Like women, we have
more
to
desirable.
preserve. We have to preserve. We've got to like keep it right, get it tight. You know, we just have to preserve to get as we get older. Whereas men, they can kind of let stuff grow where it grows. You guys just become more distinguished. You know what I'm saying?
Even if an older guy has like salt and pepper hair and a beer belly, he's still attractive.
He can still pull a 20-year-old. You know, it is what it is. So
I'm glad you said that. I wanted to ask y'all that. Females, do you think that guys actually get more? Sorry that I'm interviewing y'all right now, but do you feel like guys actually get more attractive as they start to get older, or is it that y'all are more so open to more things as you get older? Like when you was younger, when you was a teenager, salt and pepper beard or any of that, he old. Like,
yeah, I'm still on the border of that. See, we just had this conversation.
We have two different.
Because Mia dates older guys. I date my age or younger usually. So I've never really been with an older guy, but I know that's her type.
So. Is it because you're getting older?
No, like I think when I was 12, Genuine was my first crush. You know, Tank, Ronald Isley, you know, like
old ass people.
Wait, hold on, time out.
I was obsessed with Ronald Isley. I still am.
When she was 12, Ronald Isley.
Hold on, Tank and Genuine, cool. Did you say Ronald Isley?
I did.
Ronald Isley was old when we were kids.
I know.
He came out old.
But it was his music. So it wasn't. So for me with Ronald, it wasn't necessarily his looks. It's just like he's, you know, his music. Like I am such like a R&B.
Me too.
Like,
but he has an old voice.
It's soulful, and so. But what I'll say is when I was like 15 in my teenage years, the oldest I would date would probably be like 20. You know. Because, like, it was the thing, like, at high school, I never wanted to go to the fucking dance with a high schooler. I wanted to go with the college guy that came in his, you know what I'm saying? And so it wasn't that when I was 15 I liked 50-year-olds, but it was like I always liked the older guys. And then when I became in my 20s, you know, they got older. I like 30. I like 40-year-old, like just men just are just more distinguished to me. And they're just, I feel like men, like grown men, they know how to like handle, they know how to handle you better. Like they know your body, they teach you things about your body. Whereas, you know, my man who was my age at the time, loved him, wasn't super in love with him, but he was, you know, my age. And I just looked at him as like, boy, but I just like grown-ass men. That's all I can say. And it's just my preference to date someone who's older. But I do in general think that men just literally you guys grow finer as you get older naturally.
Yeah.
It's good to know.
Yeah. I think it's just, you're still desirable and you're older.
You're still very much desirable.
Women are just, they shelf women after 30. It's all downhill.
You got worms after 35, Andre says. My brother-in-law says you get worms.
Now it's 35.
Whatever that means. It basically means you're expired.
I can't say that. Man.
There's guys for everybody.
I think
everyone has a match somewhere out there.
I think women
I pray.
I think women get prettier and more.
I pray.
I don't know. I think women in their
I feel like I got better looking in my 30s than my 20s.
I for sure did. Well, definitely. I feel like, yeah, I got better looking, I'd say, in like my 25-ish stage. I became more like womanly versus. Do you know what I mean?
I lost weight, so that's probably why.
I did too. But
my face, I just felt like I still just had like a baby face, and now my face is a little bit more like you said, a little bit more defined. Like,
become more grown. You just here I am. I've arrived.
I think that women just, I don't know, between the ages of like 30, I would say 30 and 40. Between the ages of 30 and 40 are y'all's like peaks.
Prime years.
Yeah, I would say 30 and 40.
I'm feeling it. I do feel better because I have a little bit more change. I got a little bit more coins in my 30s so far.
Oh yeah.
You can afford to look is exactly what you want to look like.
Yes.
Especially these days, man, with all the like surgeries and people, you can really look exactly the way that you want to look.
How do you feel about that as a man? Like surgery, is that in? Is that not in?
For me?
For guys. I mean, we see a lot of guys out here with women who have enhancements and such.
Who've been nipped and tucked and plucked and stuff.
Right.
Okay, I'll say I don't have any problem with any girl who wants to pay money or have money paid for her to look exactly the way she wants to look.
Okay.
But mine, nah, never, nothing. Not a boob, butt, nose, lip, nothing. It'll be over that day.
It'll be over?
Over, out of there.
So if your girl said like, okay, she has a baby, for instance. So if she was like, I just with a baby and everything, this is just what I want to do to make me feel better. You wouldn't be down for that? Nah,
I'd be down to hit the gym with you. Let's hit the gym. Let's get a pass somewhere and we can work this out naturally. Like, and if it don't work out the way that exactly like you wanted to work out, it's cool. I like you whether we go to the gym or not.
Wow.
Like, nah, for real.
Wow.
I can't do the surgery. My friends just put in a group chat this girl dancing with a thong on, fake butt, bouncing. I couldn't.
Oh, you don't like that?
No.
Wow.
I can't. I would never touch a fake butt or a fake boob or.
Sometimes you don't know. Sometimes you do not know.
If I know, I won't.
I just found out Summer Walker's butt was fake because I watched a little interview and I was like, oh shoot. But her body is it's not overdone. It looks very natural. I mean, her boobs kind of look fake. But her ass, no. I just would have never thought.
It looks normal. It looks super normal.
What the hell?
Yeah, I don't have no. I mean,
wow.
They look good.
Yeah,
they look good, and
it's just dangerous. It's dangerous.
You know, me personally, I just like I said, I've been in a relationship for a long time now, so I like you just like this. I like to squeeze you and all of that. Don't go to the doctor and get nothing done. Like, we good. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, I mean,
but
that's good.
For somebody single, do what you want to
so
do.
It only matters if you're single or not.
No, I mean,
single bitches, go ahead, line up.
I feel like it's about what works in your house. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like if I wanted to go out and what do guys get done? Ab surgery?
Guys get everything. Apparently Drake got abs.
Yeah. And
my girl pecs and everything else.
She would laugh me out if I went to go get
Kanye got lipo.
Yeah, and you see he was the laughing stock of the internet for that.
I don't know. That's a good point. I don't know how I feel about a man getting work done.
Yeah.
Oh shit. Hey.
I was talking to Marlon, who's my husband today, and my cousin's husband, and I was showing them a picture of a guy getting a facial. And it's like a beard. It was like a masculine facial. It was a girl doing it. There was no guy massaging the face or anything. It was a girl. And I was like, this is dope. You know, a guy taking care of himself, grooming himself. You know, I just didn't see any issues with that. Would you be down for a facial?
A facial, you said just like the...
Yeah, they just massage your beard, get that like lined up, scrub. They basically...
Yeah.
Well,
scrub your face.
I would
It's a
want my
woman
face to go to
doing
the
it.
nail shop with me. Like, we could get pedicures,
yeah, for sure. I'm good with that.
manicures,
Now that, hey, man,
scrub
listen.
your face down. But it is pretty weird. I met this guy. So remember I told you I met this older guy, Mia, last episode?
Okay.
Remember I told you I met this older guy last episode?
Yes, you did. Yes, you did. Yes, you did.
Yeah, stop texting.
Sorry.
So the guy, he fucking at the bar while he was trying to talk to me, he randomly mentioned how he gets like everything shaved and he shaves like his under his arms and he's just like, you know, it's just like manscape. I get pedicures and blah.
No.
Rich guy.
That to me is too much.
I ain't shaving under my arms.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Yeah.
I
have hair.
did have a guy shave.
His private.
Oh yeah, I've had that too.
I didn't mind that. I was like, I thought that was actually kind of thoughtful because I don't like it when it's like beady, like balled up.
But bald.
Yeah, he was bald down there. I mean, he didn't get his ass or anything. He just was like, you know, just a nice little manscape. Oh, he did it. I'm just like,
what about legs?
That because hair carries odor.
That's what the guy told me at the bar. He was like, "Yeah, baby, your hair carries odor."
No, I don't want his arms shaved, like his armpits. Like that's too much. Like I like for you to look kind of scruffy and
like even I get stubble.
I never had to deal with anything like that just because, like you see, all I have is this chin hair.
Oh, that's naturally like that, huh?
Yeah, I've been trying to grow a beard for so long and it's never worked. Nothing happens.
Oh, that's because you still got baby face.
Nah, yeah. No.
How old do you think he is, Mia?
30.
Damn.
Am I off?
I don't think you look 30.
Nah, because I mean,
I was gonna say 30. I was gonna say 32.
I haven't been able to do.
Are you in your 20s?
No, I'm 30. I turned 30 in August.
Turned 30.
Oh, okay. Well, the reason why I said 32 is because you still look like you still like a grown man, but you don't look like a baby.
Yeah, nah, man. And also my mustache is a lot bigger than it usually is. I haven't been able to I can't get a haircut or change nothing on my face until after we shoot on Friday. Then I'll be back.
Oh,
I'll be back.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but no, I never had to deal with any of that because I have a little bit of chin hair right here, but like my arms, like I have long sleeves on right now, but I don't have no arm hairs. Like I have some, like a little bit, but
wow.
Yeah, I'm just not a hairy person like that. If you look at my legs, they're not hairy. Like I'll have hair. It's not like crazy, like it's not like that. But
my arms are hairy.
Yeah, I'm not.
Is your dad hairy? Is your mom or dad hairy?
My dad is, but if you look at my brothers, like I have brothers that my oldest brother is 43. My oldest brother.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and none of my brothers, nobody gets none of this. We get this and we get this. But my dad, he's the only one. Yeah, and I know my older brother is just now starting to get.
They said it's genetics, like it jumps or something, right?
Yeah.
It like skips.
None of my brothers, we don't have hair. My dad's the only one that's like hairy, but my oldest brother's just starting to get there. So I just got armpit hairs like a couple years ago, bro. Like,
this interview is going way left.
Yeah. No,
oh my God. I don't get
like my third couple,
though like that. Like I can go so long without shaving my legs. And it's just yeah.
It's
crazy.
I mean, bitch.
Really?
My eyebrows. I just got my eyebrows done. They be looking like Wolverine in 3 weeks.
That's actually good. My eyebrows, I have to fill them in a little bit, but they've actually gotten thicker. They grow in like pubic hair though.
I cannot.
They do. They grow in like all different kinds of ways, and it's just like I have to have her lay them out, tweeze and wax. I cannot get my eyebrows threaded. I feel like it'll be too painful.
Oh, that's all I do is threading. I can't.
Sounds so painful.
Yeah, I was never hairy. It was never my thing, man.
Yeah, it's a shame because beards are definitely in.
I know,
Okay.
man. It's terrible.
Beards
No, when
are-
I
No
was
shade,
younger though,
November is coming up.
when I was in middle school, when I first started to get my hair down there, man, I was so excited, dog.
I
Like
could not.
I was so excited because that was really, but it never. That was it. Like
The
that.
difference between girls and boys because
Yeah, I was so excited, man. But that was literally it. Like after that, I didn't get nothing on the arms and legs or nothing. Like
you're gonna be one of those people that look 30 for 20 years.
Right, that's a good thing. Like Lorenz Tate, shout out Lorenz.
Yes,
Tate.
Lorenz Tate looks good.
I mean, he's on the what is it?
What?
Uh,
He's on Power.
Plant based.
Oh, he's on plant-based.
Oh, is he? Has he always been on that?
I think for some years now, like he has.
He just looks so like he has not aged. Like Power, I can tell he's aging.
A little bit.
A little bit. I can tell he's starting to age. But what I'm saying is like all these years, he's looked like he's been just a baby. He still looks super young. I'm just saying, like now I see him starting to look older.
Yeah, Lorenz man. He's like one of the poster people for plant-based diets, man.
Yeah.
For real. You
were vegetarian for a few months.
For a while. I tried it, but it's just so
it's
hard, man.
Mm-hmm.
Like
I can't do it.
Everything. I did it for a little bit. I mean, like I would do it during the week. I was like a part-time vegan.
Yeah.
Monday through Friday.
I was a part-time vegan too, girl. Or I was a part-time, I don't even know, vegetarian. I was vegan but my sister was like, you weren't vegan because when you would go to the Jamaican restaurant, you always get oxtail gravy on like your rice and beans. And you can't use the oxtail sauce.
Oh, oxtail gravy actually has.
I love oxtails.
I've never had it.
I do too. So good. The juice.
I'm so mad that y'all shot down my what was it? My post.
Oh,
she had like so many answers for it. Like my friends, all my guy friends, I was like the man for saying that.
I was so glad you posted that. I was like, we have to talk about this on the podcast because Mia, I know, has some,
nobody had these kind of answers.
She has children. I don't, but
I have a child.
Oh, one child.
All my guy friends was like, you know what, man, that's a great idea, man. I'm just like, and then I come here, just like, first of all,
you men are some men can be, guys
are crazy.
Men are from Mars, women are from Venus. I would just say that.
So what's a better
totally
planet?
Different planets.
Oh, okay.
And I feel like we work really well together when we can come together. Yes. And even the discussion we had today, we agreed to disagree. You shared some really great points. Me and Whitney shared really great points. And I don't feel like there's any right or wrong. But I think what we both really agreed on was that both parties are responsible.
Yeah,
definitely. Before you get to your letter, you have a letter, right, Mia?
I do have a letter.
Yes, you have a letter. So right before we get to your letter, I just did want to mention this really quickly because I did watch Rhythm and Flow on Netflix with it's like the new music competition series and
First hip hop,
Cardi B, T.I., and Chance the Rapper. So I think they're doing like 3 episodes every week they're releasing, but I remember you said you were in the audience filming here in LA.
Yes.
So I just wanted to make sure we shout that out. I don't know which episode.
It's the finale.
Okay, it's the finale. Yeah. But y'all should check it out. It's interesting. It's definitely like an unedited version, like an adult version of like American Idol or something. So they can cuss and they can be like real
urban version.
And
very real. It's very real. Wait till you just.
It's very real.
Man, I cannot wait until you see it, man.
It's pretty good so far. They had like Snoop Dogg on the first episode in LA.
Yeah.
And it reminded me of your story when you met Suge Knight.
Yeah.
You met Suge Knight out here because.
Oh.
So I want him to tell us the story you met Suge Knight, but. So Snoop Dogg on the show, there was a young rapper from Compton, and he basically was saying how he grew up in, Compton or whatever, but he doesn't gangbang or anything like that.
Mm-hmm.
And so Snoop, after he finished rapping, Snoop was like, "Where are you from, dog?"
Oh, Inglewood.
Oh, it was Inglewood. It was Inglewood. Yeah, it was Inglewood. So the dude was like, "Inglewood." And he was like, "Nah, where are you from, homie?" And he was like, "I'm from Inglewood."
Yeah.
And so it reminded me, because that's a way that people out here in LA ask you, like, what set are you repping? Like, what gang are you?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and
Okay.
Suge was like, good job, young blood. It's really letting me know that you're not trying to be in these streets and you really just about, and it reminded me of your Suge Knight story. So
that's exactly.
If you could tell everyone,
Yeah.
I think it's a good story.
Okay.
Are you from a set?
No, I'm not from no set. But that's what that means. Where you from? They don't really want to know your city. They want to know what you claiming. But yeah, so I live out in the Valley. But you're in Tennessee. The Valley is Los Angeles, but it's like out where all the rich people and stuff.
Suburbs, kind
of. Yeah. Exactly.
Okay.
Bunch of celebrities and stuff live where I live at. But I first moved there. I'm walking to the beer and wine store right up the street from my house. Now I get there and there's no cars in the parking lot. There's just a pickup truck, a really, really unusually tall pickup truck, red pickup truck, parked in like 3 or 4 different parking spaces. Just parked how you could tell they just parked in, just got out the car and, went in the store without caring. So I walk in the store and I see Suge Knight like towering over.
He was big as shit.
He was big as shit over top of all the aisles, right? So I'm looking, I'm like, oh shit, that's Suge Knight. Like I'm in California. And another thing, like side note, I'm big on like Tupac, Death Row, like Snoop. I've always followed that stuff my whole life. But now that I'm living here in California, I've heard crazy stories about Suge Knight my whole life. Like, hanging Vanilla Ice over the freaking balcony and beating people up to tell them information and getting people killed. Like, I've heard crazy stories about him, right? So I walk in, I'm like, oh, shit, that's Suge Knight. And it's like, damn, a part of me wants to go over there and ask for a picture, but a part of me is scared as hell. So I'm like, whatever, man. I'm not going to probably see him again, so I'm going to ask for a picture. I wait until he gets in line. I get my stuff. I get in line behind him. So while he's paying for his stuff, I'm like, hey, you Suge Knight? He turns around. He's like, this is exactly how he's looking at me. Nah. And then he just turned around. So I'm thinking in my head, like, nah, he a gangster. Maybe that's just his sense of humor. Like, not Suge Knight. Let me stop playing with Suge. Yeah, nah, you Suge Knight, man. I've been seeing you on TV my whole life, man. He turns around. I'm expecting him to turn around and laugh it off with me. Yeah, haha, yeah, it's me, man. What's up? What's your name? That's what I'm expecting. He turns around. He was like, this is how he's looking at me. Man, where you from? I was like, who? Me? No. Oh, no. I'm from Maryland. I'm from all the way across the United States. Like Baltimore, D.C., like Maryland, that area. He was like, oh, okay. Things move a little different on this side. I was like, oh, okay. All right. Okay. And it just got really awkward and quiet. He's just looking at me like this. Like, I didn't know what to say back. I don't know what to say back, right? So he turns around again, and I'm just like, you think I can get a picture?
Now, Kendall always had like when he first moved to LA, Kendall had a picture with everyone. Yeah. Like, I seen you take a picture with fucking
everybody.
Martin Lawrence, with damn Ice Cube, with Snoop.
YG,
so
everybody.
I know you asked for that fucking picture.
Yeah, I'm behind him. As awkward as it is already, I'm just like, can I get a picture? He literally just turned around and was like, this is how he's looking at me. Nah. Do you know how it feels for somebody to tell you no and then to keep looking at you, though, face to face? Nah. He's just looking at me. And I was just like, all right. And then he turns around and like at the counter, like I'm just sitting there. It's so awkward in line.
I did not ask for pictures.
Oh, my. It was so awkward and so quiet, and he just walked.
Oh, so he never even came back around and said, "Yeah, I'll take a picture." Like his nah was like,
"No." He was dead ass serious.
No, that shit was over. He didn't crack one smile and say, "Oh, okay, well, nah, not today, homie." You know what I'm saying? I got to be somewhere. Nah, he didn't even say no. He said, "Nah." Then he continued to stare at me like this. While I'm just sitting there terrified. Like,
but knowing what we know now about Suge Knight, he was about to get indicted and go to jail. Like, you met him right before he went to jail.
No. I met him.
He's in jail now.
Yeah, no, I met him right. And then the crazy part about it was a few weeks later, I played like a little gangbanger dude in the club in the Straight Outta Compton movie. And that was a few weeks later. Suge Knight ended up running over a dude on the set.
Oh, yeah. I
Of the
remember
Straight Outta
that.
Compton
I remember
movie.
that.
Yeah, so when I'm looking on YouTube and I see the video of him actually hitting the dude, it's the same red truck that was parked at the beer and wine store when I met him. I'm like, yo, that's the same big ass red truck. That's why I know that dude was gone as soon as he got hit. That truck was crazy big.
Why did he run him over? Was it an accident?
I mean,
it was well, they said it was an accident, remember?
Yeah, no, he said it was an accident.
He said it was an accident. He's in jail right now.
Yeah, he said that
for
the dude
manslaughter.
came over.
I think for that, yeah, manslaughter.
Yeah, he said Dr. Dre, if I'm not mistaken, told him to come up there because everything was cool. And when Suge got up there, I think he said Dre or somebody sent some people over to try to beat him up or kill him. That's why he felt like he had to run the dude over twice.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he owed him something. Suge Knight.
Is he dead?
Oh, he was out of there.
I think he died.
Yeah, he died. I think on the set. He was an actor from, I want to say, Star Wars. Yeah, it was like Star Wars.
Oh my God, he's still out here killing people. Oh my God.
Yeah, but that was the story about how I met Suge Knight. It was crazy. I can't believe it. Everything that I've ever heard about him was definitely true. But yeah,
Wow.
man. I say all that to say, when somebody out here, if you're ever out here in LA and somebody asks you where you from, don't say Tennessee. Just be like, oh, nah, I don't claim nothing.
Oh. It depends on who's asking you now. Come on.
Yeah.
But if it's some hood ass nigga with tats and you're in Inglewood, that's probably what they mean. Okay.
Even though this happened in Encino.
Oh, Encino, yeah. But he's famous, so he lives out here. Yeah. But most of the hood people who are really hood, they still live on the south of LA side.
That's true.
Most.
And I asked some of my comedian friends that are from LA, and they told me, like, when I told them the story back then, they were like, yo, word of advice, if somebody from LA, from the hood, asks you where you from, they're not actually asking what state and city you're from. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, oh, okay. He was like, and then you went up to Suge Knight and said, hey, are you Suge Knight? He's like, you know how many people have beef with him? How many people are looking for him? How many people? So he was like, the reason you even saw him out there in that area is because he's not going to want to be seen down there in LA nowhere because he's done a lot of stuff. So me walking up, some random dude walking up saying, hey, you Suge Knight? To him, it's like, who sent you? You know what I'm saying? What you here to do to me? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Kendall lives where a lot of celebrities live, like a lot of black celebrities especially. Like Chris Brown's like 10 minutes away from y'all house.
Yeah.
And y'all always seen people up and down Ventura.
All the time.
So is it really expensive? Do you have to like pay? Does comedy and what you're doing, does it pay a lot of money, or you have to like?
When I book like I said, I have this Call of Duty thing, commercial that's coming out this week. That paid me pretty good, so I'm okay. I'm okay for a while. When I'm working, but when I'm not, I gotta find other ways to get bread, just like anybody else. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
You gotta like make it stretch and spread it because you don't know where the next one.
Yeah.
But you will get like a lump sum, like they'll buy you out.
Yeah.
Like a lump sum, large sum of money.
That's how I've been. Yeah, that's how I've been surviving for the first couple of years. I was getting residual checks from Google, and then the next couple of years I was getting residual checks from Trulia. And yeah, so that's how that works out.
You're a working actor.
Finally.
Working man.
Finally.
Yes.
What advice do you have out there for people who want to make that leap of like just following their dreams, and like would you suggest like quitting your job, like for someone who wants to come to LA and be an actor or be in the spotlight?
Man, my advice would be to never give up. Never give up. Is no matter how good you have it planned out, no matter how much money you have saved up, no matter who has your back or what your backup plan is or anything, it's gonna get tough. You're gonna get discouraged. You're gonna have them days, them nights where you gotta just, whether you sitting in your car, your bathroom, your shower, where you just cry, where you just gotta let it out, where you gotta, it's gonna happen. If you have dreams to be something other than normal, you'll break down and you'll have those times, but just keep going and it'll work out. Yeah.
So powerful.
Yeah. All right, girl, you want to do your listener letter and then we can do our tea bags and get out of here?
Yeah. So, this letter, drew a blank. This letter comes from a lady in Kansas. Shout out to Kansas. Her letter is entitled, "My Boyfriend Wants to Be Me." Interesting.
Wants to be her?
Wants to be me, yes.
Okay.
So it says, "Dear Mia and Whitney, I've been with my boyfriend for 4 years and I love him so much. I'm 25 and he is 30. He has promised me that one day we will get married, but there are just a few problems that I need to handle first. About a year ago, he lost his job and he took it pretty hard. The first month, he wouldn't shower or brush his teeth. I told him that if he didn't shower, I would bust the windows in his car. Needless to say, he showered. I told him that he needs to groom himself so he can feel good about himself. Well, a week after that, I came home and found him wearing my heels while he was cooking dinner. When I asked him why he was wearing my heels, he said he wanted to see how I do it. Just when I thought things could not get any worse, one night we were out and about to make love, and he was wearing my panties. Oh, no.
What?
He said that all of his underwear was dirty. Now he's been borrowing my clothes all of the time instead of washing his. He says that wearing my clothes makes him feel closer. But I think he wants to be me. He has dyed his hair the same color as mine and tries to talk like me. I love this man, but I just do not know what to do. How should I handle this? Please help." Ugh, bless her heart. I don't even know where to begin.
I know you lying. Ain't no way. He wore her panties because his was all dirty?
Yes, that's what she claimed. That's what he claims.
Wait.
What are your thoughts, Kendall? First off.
First of all, these can't be black people. There's no way in hell. I've never, and I say that because I've never been around black people that has happened to. I've never been around black people who've known anybody that has happened to. So I can only imagine that this happened in some other culture that I am not.
There are black transgenders out there.
Yeah, but she said my boyfriend. He's not a transgender. He's just putting draws on.
This is the transition.
You think so? You think this is it?
I think this may be the transition. I think that too often, you know, with men especially, they, you know, if they're in a relationship with the opposite sex, they will try to do subtle hints. These are a bit more than subtle, but they will do subtle hints like Bruce did with Kris Jenner. Bruce Jenner and Kris Jenner. He was caught, you know, walking around in clothes and did we lose you guys?
We're still here. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so I think that this may be the transition period, and I think that I think that you as the writer, I mean, I just, you know, I think that you have some decisions to make. Maybe just have a conversation with him and ask, you know, is this who you want to be? Is this just dress up? Either way, I'm not into it, you know? And see what he says. You know, if this continues on after you have a conversation with him and you let him know you're uncomfortable with all of these different things he's doing, then you have a decision to make. But you cannot be with you. Put it that way.
Maybe he's just really lazy. And he really does just like, no, I'm okay.
Yeah,
I can't even think of if I walked in and he was in my panties.
But women can be in a man's boxers, right? We could wear men's boxers and that's fine,
okay,
right?
But if my husband is wearing my thong, that's what, when I think of panties.
Some guys now, they want their women. Some guys now, and this is what I've heard now, I'm listening to podcasts every day, y'all. And some guys now, they have been asking their women to have sex with them with a strap on. Like they want their woman to fuck them with a strap on. And I mean, they still want to be with their woman. Like
straight men?
Straight men, apparently. This is a thing.
No way.
And apparently some straight men like a finger in the ass.
I've heard that.
No, I have heard that.
Now people have heard that.
Have you ever eaten ass or had your ass ate?
No. Huh? Did you ask?
Yeah. Have you
No.
eaten ass or had your ass ate?
No, I haven't. Never. But no.
I've had my ass ate, but I have not eaten ass.
I've never done.
You've never done either.
No, I've never done either. I've never had or have done it, but
I don't think it was intentional.
Really?
The ass eating part.
No, it was definitely intentional.
You don't think so?
No, it's definitely intentional.
If you're like drunk and a guy is just like,
no,
he's already back there and gets a whole
sloppy. Different hole.
You think that's just intentional? Okay.
Yeah, for sure. Or at least as it continues, it's intentional. But
strap-ons with guys are apparently a thing. Straight guys.
No, never.
I think that my thoughts on that though are like, if my man wants to have the fake thing, I think only eventually he's gonna want the real thing. Yeah. Because scientifically, as a man, and I don't know if you know this, Kendall, your G-spot is in your asshole.
It is. It is though. They did say that.
And for most guys, is what I like to say. It's if you've never had it, you can't miss it. So I'm not saying you should now that you know this information, you should try it. But what I'm saying is for those that have tried it, that is a whole other orgasm that me as a woman, I cannot physically give you because I don't have a penis.
I just don't see how that can be true.
Yeah, ask your doctor. Next time you go, ask your.
It's science.
No. I don't see how that can be true because I've been wiping my ass for 30 years and I have never got any sensation out of having my hand anywhere near back there. It's always just been, get the shit out of your ass and get out of there. I feel like if it felt good at any point, people would just do it themselves, right? Just like women finger themselves and do that kind of shit. You feel me?
Yeah.
Well, they have butt plugs and stuff.
Yeah, those are for gay people. Those are
anal
for
beads.
Anal beads.
Yeah, those. Yeah, you got to be gay. I mean, it's funny. I just saw something on this the other day.
It's not for me. I can't do it.
Yeah, for a guy that want anything done to his butt or his butthole, I don't know, man. I can't see you as straight.
It's the new wave. I'm just saying.
Mm-hmm.
I think. I don't know. Personally, I'm single as fuck. I don't know, but I heard some women say this. Who?
So
I mean, sure, okay. I have a girlfriend who said she would do that to her man.
I was about to say that for y'all too. If a guy wanted you to do anything with his butt, would you do it?
Absolutely.
No. Not only would you do it, would you still consider him completely straight?
I think that there are. So I think when it comes to the bedroom, because I'd like to say that I really enjoy myself in the bedroom. I don't like a lot of rules, and obviously I have boundaries. I have my no limits or my limits, but definitely I don't want to say that a man is gay for
doing stuff,
doing things.
So want to know about anal.
Well, just to experience to be free sexually. Now, when I say free sexually, if a woman is giving you, is pleasing you, and you're only with women, you're always with women, you have no desire to be with a man. And I'm not necessarily talking about strap-on. That's like a whole nother level. I'm just saying, like, whether it's a finger in your, like, I can't say that man is necessarily gay because it's, it's sex, but with a female, right? It's like, but if there are things where you're starting to see, like, okay, he always is wanting stuff done to his ass, or do you know what I mean? Like, it's now becoming, I have to have things,
but girl,
I have to have my ass tampered with in order to feel great.
But this is my thing. I feel like you could start with the beads, you could start with the plugs, or escalate to the fingers or whatever. And if we get to the point of a fucking strap-on, eventually you're gonna want a real fucking dick.
I agree.
So it's like, I don't have that. So that's gonna be a fucking.
You're never going to be able to give your man that kind of pleasure
ever.
That a man can.
Yeah.
From their G-spot, naturally.
My thing is, the reason why I can't, my thing is I want the facial expressions. Like, as a guy, when a girl, I'm imagining, not even just a girl, a doctor or anybody puts anything up your butt, you know, you're gonna naturally like
you can't tense up.
Yeah, because then you look like the woman. Like you can't moan while something's up your butt, like without being gay. I don't know. Maybe I'm just not mature enough.
I think we're going to this new generation though is like hella fluid. Like they're all
we talked about this. Everything's fluid. Pretty soon, the gay people and people who like women, men, all these different types of things, they're gonna be looking at the straight people like, oh my God, you only do women? You only do men? Oh my God,
know
what's
what?
wrong with you?
Exactly.
But there's a big difference between getting your ass ate and getting fingers and stuff put up it. Like there's guys that I know, well, I can't say that I know aren't gay, but that I believe aren't gay, who've had
their ass ate.
Yeah.
Eat the groceries.
And this is like, I remember this in like high school.
You eat a guy's ass, they're gay. I don't think that.
I used to, but now I don't. I mean, it's so many people that I've seen, even just people that I watch on TV that I wouldn't consider gay, that I see they've done it, and it's like, whoa, that's crazy. And I don't think they're gay, you know what I'm saying? So, but I mean, I wouldn't feel, I don't know. I just me personally, I couldn't.
Apparently, these are like people like it. I just listened to a podcast. It was Megan. I think she had sex with Drake, for real.
Meg Thee Stallion?
No, Megan James. So she's from Bad Girls Club, and then she went to Basketball Live.
Yeah, I know you're talking
But
about.
she was talking about how, you know, she would test it out with certain guys, and these are usually guys who are high profile celebrities, and they just fly her out, kind of.
Yeah.
Like she just admitted that if it is what it is, she'll fly out. She'll get, you know, shopped up on a shopping spree, and then she'll be out in 24 hours, and she knows what it is. And she said some of these guys, you know, would like their ass played with in certain ways. And you got to think about it, when you're that fucking rich and you can have any type of sex you want to have, and I'm sure you're like bored of I don't know what it is, but apparently a lot of the high profile types, you know, that's their jizz, that's their juice, that's their shit.
You get to be
whatever floats your boat, man.
Whatever floats your boat.
Wearing
my underwear is the no, girl.
It's a no. All of it's a no. Like I said, have that conversation and then make your decision, because it's just
your man is gay for sure. For sure. Well, and don't tell a lot of people this. You don't want them to judge you.
Yeah, don't tell nobody. I'm glad it's anonymous.
Yeah.
And Mia didn't accidentally read your name like she always does.
Sometimes I do. Sometimes I do read the names. So,
all right. Well, I have one, and then we can get to teabagged.
Okay.
So this one says, hey, y'all, I'm a 28-year-old woman with no children, a good education, and a growing career. I recently broke up with my longtime boyfriend, and I'm not ready to jump into a relationship. The problem is that I'm going through sexual withdrawals because I'm careful about who I'm intimate with. How do I find a regular, safe sex partner and remain single?
What is her issue?
I don't know nothing about this.
A regular sex partner and
she wants to find a regular safe sex partner. She says she's scared. So she basically says she's scared to have sex with just anyone, but she's horny and she wants to have sex, but she doesn't know how to find somebody safe enough to have sex with.
By
that
safe.
You can meet
like friends or something.
Yeah.
I think that her dilemma isn't even a dilemma. Like, you just meet people, whether it's on Tinder, Facebook, Instagram, at the grocery store. And then if you decide to be like, you know what, they're a candidate, take them, get tested together. That's what I did. And then have fun.
That shit is scary though. Like the Tinder, I can't do the online dating.
But what I'm saying is if she's, not necessarily how you meet them, like just meet whoever you meet, but then have the conversation after you talk to them and you determine, oh, okay, I wouldn't mind sleeping with this guy. You know, have that conversation. Well, hey, before we go there, let's go get tested. And then there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
People don't be trying to get tested, but.
And that's a problem for me.
Red flag.
I think she's good. I think that this is an easy one.
Yeah.
I think that 85 to 90% of guys don't want a relationship either.
Yeah.
So
for sure.
You'll find that
so
quick.
Sad.
Right. You'll find it quick.
I say just get a vibrator, girl.
A vibrator, that ain't the same.
No, people want to be... People want to be held and cuddled.
You're going to find the guy. And then she's gonna be the one to fall
But she
in
said
love.
she just broke up. Girl, it's too quick. You're gonna be right back. Heartbroken.
But you're gonna feel some type of way when he hit it and gotta go home at time after time after time. You know, women, we want that for a second, but then we really want, I think a lot of us, we really want to have, even if it's not the relationship, we want the relationship qualities.
Yeah. She's gonna go on her. Sorry to say, no offense. I think she's gonna go on her whole After being in a relationship, whole phase. Yeah, after being in a relationship for a while and you just hit the streets.
I still never had my whole phase.
I sure did. I have it.
It may be coming up though. Shit.
I
feel it coming up.
You married now, so don't even trip.
I'm good now, but my first boyfriend, we were on and off for like 6 years. After we finally broke up, I was like out here.
It's coming, Whitney.
I don't know, because I'm so
Whitney, you're not even that you're not that type.
See, Mia knows I never had a whole phase.
It's coming. It's coming. Just like on the TV shows and the movies.
Nothing's wrong with that. Not everybody's designed to have a whole phase.
Yeah, they are.
I don't even like enough people to have a whole phase. Like,
you don't like them all.
How do y'all find these people to just fuck?
You don't like them all.
This was like 10 years ago for me. So nowadays, I don't know what's out here.
It's just a bunch of mistakes.
Trash is out here.
It's just a bunch of mistakes, man. Get it over with.
This shit is like the recycling bin. You gotta find something good that you can recycle.
You just listen, get it over with, and then look at Mia, happily married.
And
get it over with to get there.
God, I almost choked.
It's been a long night. I'm just thinking, God, we alive.
No, so to her point though, too, like back when I was single, I also had a guy that was on rotation, right? So I was with him for he was in my life for 10 years, and you know, it was just great. He was fine as hell, super it was. Whitney knows him. Shout out to who he is. And it was great, you know? So you don't have to just jump from dude to dude to dude to dude. You can have that one guy in your pocket where, you know, you just reuse them. That way you don't mess up your body count and all that kind of stuff, girl.
Are y'all still doing the body counts?
I don't think so. I'm just saying.
I've never been pressed over a count. I don't have that high of a count to care.
No. I didn't know.
Well, if it was trash, I don't count it at all. Like, it never
makes
happened.
It count? What makes it count?
If I didn't come.
What?
Right?
Oh my God, Mia.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
If you didn't come, that means you didn't have sex.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Nah.
A lot of women don't come.
I can't give you that.
But for me, yes. Like, I know my body. I know what needs to happen.
Do you remember that guy, Mia? Sorry to cut you off. Do you remember that fucking guy who you cried? You boo-hoo cried.
I did.
Because his dick was so small that you
couldn't. And I told him to get. I told this guy, and I feel really bad. I hope he doesn't listen to this, which I'm sure he doesn't. But this is a funny story. So, met him. He was a great kisser, right? And I always kind of took that as like, oh, he's a good kisser. Like, you know, we're gonna have a good time when we finally do it.
Mm-hmm.
So we were doing phone sex or having phone sex, and it got to the point where, because I was like, you know, I'm not gonna give it to him right away, all that kind of stuff. So make him sit on ice. So we were having phone sex, all this other kind of stuff, and it got really hot and steamy, and I was like, bring your ass over here right now, you know. So he got there. And I was thinking, oh, he's gonna put it down, whatever. So he got there, man. I was like, oh no. And I was like, I don't even remember what I said. I just remember that I was like, you gotta go.
Oh, wow.
And I said, before you go, I was like, do some jumping jacks. Because he was naked. He was naked. I don't know why I wanted him to do, because I could literally tell him what to do. And I remember he was naked. He was really tall, and he was just funny. And I was like, do jumping jacks. And he did jumping jacks, and he had what I would consider like a pencil dick. So it was really long, but it was like skinny. So when you enter in, my favorite part is the breaking in. Like, I like thicker. So the first part, it's like you just fall out because it feels so good. Then it was like, you know, it was just long, but it was a pencil. So just to see him do jumping jacks and his dick kind of flying up, and I was just like, oh my God, put your clothes on, you gotta go. And yeah, I was just crying because I've never
cried. She came back to the dorm because we were college roommates. I forget where we was at, but you came back. It was like 3 of us, and you just like.
Oh no, you're talking about
crying.
Oh, you're talking about dude. Yes, I know who you're talking about. This was a whole nother dude. This was when we were staying at 3011.
You touched it, you grabbed it, and you were like, "Where is it? Where's?"
Yeah, we didn't have sex though, but we didn't have sex. That
No,
was the dude she's talking about. We didn't have sex. He we went. Me and my other girlfriends. We went out to his house. It was like a set. You remember the sets people have at their house? So it was a set, and this dude I ended up talking to. So we were in the back making out, same thing. And you just go down, you start to feel it. And I remember me going like this, and it wasn't like me going like this. It was just
on her pinky.
Oh my God. And I was just like, oh my God. I was like, is this it? You know how some things you just don't tell a man? You're not supposed to say, is this it? But yeah, that was horrible.
Y'all, please come to YouTube for these visuals.
Sorry to this man. Sorry to that man.
Sorry to this man. I do not know this man.
Yo, that.
I just remember doing like this. And it was just air. I was like, oh.
Man, I'm still stuck on if you didn't come, it didn't count. That like if that's
women
the case,
have their own rules. Okay?
Yeah, I think every individual woman has their own. If that's the case, you can just eliminate half of my high school. Just man, I was really in and out like a robbery.
Women definitely make up their own rules, but yeah, thanks for writing in.
More than I haven't. I've came more than I have because I used to give myself orgasms when I was like 10.
Oh shit.
Y'all have to sign up for our After Dark. We are about to have an After Dark podcast. It's going to be members only. It's only going to be about $1 or $5 to get in, but guarantee you it's going to be juicy.
Special guests, unfiltered.
It's going to be unfiltered, for real. We're going to set that up ASAP. But thank you guys for calling in, writing in. I've had too much red wine tonight. If you want your listener letter on the show, please email us at blackcoffeeandtea312@gmail.com, or you can DM us on Instagram at BCT Podcast. And yeah.
Where can we find you, Kendall? Drop your handles?
Instagram, comedian_Kendall Neal. I'll be posting all my shows and everything I'm doing on my Instagram. So follow me there.
Yes. And his YouTube
my YouTube is Kendall. Kendall and Kendall.
It's Kendall and Kendall.
It's Kendall and Kendall.
You'll probably change that
Isn't
name.
there another guy, Kendall?
Yeah, that's another. His name is actually Kendall.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, his name is actually Kendall. But my YouTube name, it'll be changed from that. Yeah, and watch our film when you go. If you go to my YouTube page, spell it. It's a good short film, comedic. Me and my daughter are in it.
I'll have to check it out.
Yeah. I'll send Whitney a clip. Thank y'all for having me, man.
Yes, it's been great. Before we go, I do just want to do this quick. So, Kendall, at the end of every show, we do have a teabag segment where we teabag people throughout the week or month, however long it's been since we got together. And basically, teabag is just, we
who was the trash ass person?
You're trash. Yeah, you're done.
Trash.
We've done.
I've got a good one too.
I have a great one. I want to start us off here. I've been waiting to teabag them since I heard about this. So I'm going to go ahead and teabag the Dallas, Texas Police Department.
That's who I was going to teabag.
Y'all have, it's already bad enough. You had that ridiculous circus of a case with Botham where, he was killed unnecessarily as a police officer entered his home. And now another woman, 28-year-old, she was killed as well. She was in her house sleep and the police came in there and shot her. They were doing a wellness check and they shot her in response to seeing a Black woman in the house. And they killed her. And she was only 28 years old. And it's fucked up. We're tired of this shit.
That's her right there?
This is her right here. Her name was...
And it's first thing it says, a white police officer shot and killed a Black Fort Worth woman in a home. Wow.
Yeah.
Like
Atiana Jefferson, 28 years old.
So do we just not call the police anymore?
And her 8-year-old
No,
nephew.
they did call the police.
They called the police because I think her family or something was worried about her and she was visiting her nephew. And apparently her and her nephew were in the same room. And
it was just a welfare check.
Yes, it was a welfare check. So they were actually supposed to check on the well-being of the people in the house. It wasn't supposed to be a criminal type of situation.
It's called the non-violent number.
It's a non-violent situation. They had no reason to go in there guns blazing. And then on top of that, the 8-year-old nephew was in the room at the time of the shooting. So they're just shooting, and there's kids. There's young Black kids in the room. They don't give a fuck because they're Black.
But I heard she was shot outside the house through the window.
Oh, they could have shot. Oh, yep. It says within the breath of the order, the officer shot through the window.
Yeah, because what happened was he saw the girl in the house. Mm-hmm. And if like any of us would do, if we see somebody walking around our house, we're going to be like, who is that? And that's when he shot fire.
What? That's so fucked up.
So of course she has the right to be like, who the fuck is outside my window? Like, what is going on?
That's why I said, like, do we just not call the police no more? Or
not literally not call the police. Yeah.
Oh, I don't want to call the police unless I absolutely have to. Like, it's a life or death fucking situation. Like,
purely that.
You call them to help, they gonna fucking kill you.
Mm-hmm. And they take their time depending on what neighborhood you're in. So
yeah, it's scary, man.
Kids in the house.
You cannot be safe anywhere.
I hate even just seeing police anywhere, whether it's at the grocery store, McDonald's. You just always feel like, oh, police. Even if you know you ain't doing nothing wrong, you just always feel like something can happen to you. It's weird, man. It's crazy.
Yeah, just the whole Dallas police department, the judicial system. I feel corruptness within the system there. I can't even speak on how right after our podcast last week where we went in depth about this trial, the freaking star witness was killed.
Oh, yeah.
Randomly. What the fuck? There's definitely something suspicious going on in this whole situation. And I'm teabagging the whole fucking police department.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
So
for sure. That was who my teabag was. So, I mean, I'll just teabag all of Texas at this point.
Yeah, all of Texas.
Start over.
Fuck it.
Just start the fuck over.
Kendall, anyone getting on your nerves? Anybody need to be teabagged?
Yes, my teabag is Future's 8th baby mama. They need to change it. She needs to be ineligible for child support. She was out for a come up, modern day prostitution. I'm against it.
You got us. He said, fuck it. If I ain't going to win a debate, I'm going to teabag. Okay.
Teabag and a scumbag for that, man.
Wow. And you are entitled to teabag those individuals.
Yes. Y'all, this has been a great, great show. Thank you so much, Kendall.
Thank you so much, Kendall, for coming and being patient with us. We really appreciate it.
Yeah, this was dope. It was fun. Thank y'all for having me, man. I appreciate it.
Yes. So, talk to y'all later.
Bye.
Bye.
If you enjoyed this episode, make sure you subscribe to the Black Coffee and Tea podcast, available now on iTunes, Spotify, SoundCloud, and YouTube.
And if you want to be a part of the BCT fam, make sure you follow us on Instagram at BCT Podcast.
Until next time.